Hey, it's Richard Petrie here from the Architects Marketing Academy, and Eric, Enoch and myself want to help you out with your sales and marketing over the next few months. We've got a whole lot of things planned for you, some of them very small, like little videos, Q&A videos like this one today, and then some more in-depth stuff. We'll go into videos, we'll go into webinars, and we'll go into much greater detail, but we really want to help architects around the world. So today what we're going to do is we're going to ask a question and answer it. And if you want to ask questions in the future, then submit. There'll be a form below and you can go and answer questions for us, and we'll try and help you out. So that's what we're looking to do here. Let's oh, by the way, the reason I'm driving is I'm on holiday in Awakuni we're skiing up the mountain here at Ruapehu, and it's a pretty nice part of the world. And so I'm sort of taking a little bit of time out to do this video while we're on holiday. But I don't mind that because we're going to have a bit of fun. David Devant was the first president of the Magic Round Circle, which is a club for magicians in London. And he was asked a question. He said, some young boy asked, "How many tricks do you know?" And his response was, "I only know 8, but I know them really, really well." If you had a leak in a house, would you want a handyman, a general, sort of fix-it man, or would you want a plumber? You'd probably want a plumber. If you had epilepsy, you'd probably want a neurologist. You wouldn't want a GP. You want to be the go-to person. When there's an issue, you want to be the go-to person they go to. And this means you can charge higher prices, and it means people are more attracted to you. And it's actually something I had to deal with as well, because not so long ago I was a marketer for anyone. Then it was a marketer for people selling professional services, and then it became a marketer specifically for architects. So I think you've kind of got the point, but just to reiterate one final time. On the left you'll see a Solomon ski, and on the right you'll see a Burton snowboard. Now Solomon makes skis. They're famous for making skis, and Burton on the right are famous for making snowboards. And in fact, our family just yesterday started trying a bit of snowboarding. And what you notice about snowboarders is everything that they use, including their trousers, their jackets, obviously their snowboard, are all snowboard stuff. Any self-respecting snowboarder only has gear which is made by famous snowboarding companies and Burton and those type of brands. You can tell when someone like me is jumping on a snowboard with all your ski gear and ski clothes, ski jacket. Snowboarders know you're not a true snowboarder because you don't have the proper gear. And I guess this is the point I'm going to make, is when you start to niche, you start to move in that little community, and they know you and you become famous for it. Snowboarders don't want skiers' gear, and skiers don't want snowboarders' gear. They want the specialist. Now, with architecture, there is a certain percentage of the population who want just the cheapest, and that's fine. They probably don't care what they get, they're just going on price. But there's also a certain portion of the buyers of architectural services who want great design. And when they want great design, and they're probably at the top end of the market, they want someone who is a specialist. They don't want a jack of all trades, someone who makes a bit of everything. They want a person who does that particular type of work, and they want to pay more, and they want to be able to tell a story about their architect who is a specialist at this type of thing. Whatever the thing is, I don't think the thing matters too much. So yes, you can be a generalist, and that can be okay, but the people in pretty much any industry, not just architecture, making the big money, will often niche themselves down to being an expert in a particular area, and they'll become well known for that. It makes them more referable. Everything starts to click when you become a specialist or an expert. I can say personally that being a marketer for architects only is so much easier, because you're covering the same thing again and again and again. You don't have to go and learn new industries and all that. Once you've worked out how to do a job for people in a particular profession, you don't need to do as much. It's a lot easier. And ironically, even though you'd think, okay, professional services would be easier, in some respects, when you're just a specialist in one thing, they gravitate towards you. So it's a really strange thing. Although it's smaller, although the segment you choose is smaller, it's actually better and even more profitable for you.